For more on the upcoming Nigeria elections, we're joined now by Nigeria Union South Africa President Collins Mgbo, who is on the lines. Collins, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. A lot is resting on the shoulders of the outcome of Nigeria's elections. Looking at the promises that have been made and those not being fulfilled, there is a lot riding on these elections. A lot is at stake. Talk to us about what it will mean in terms of the turning point that needs to occur at this point.
Thank you very much for having me. I think Nigerian election, the one that we're coming up on the 25th, it's something that Nigerians have never experienced before. The number of registered voters this time has, have 10 million more registered votes to vote in this election, and most of them are young people and youths. This is to tell you that Nigerians are sick and tired of the way the economy is run, the way the politicians are running the economy, the way they're suffering in the country, where you have large resources, both human and natural resources and mineral resources. So this vote, this election is a kind of a turnaround for Nigerian economy, and we are looking at the best candidate to come up as a winner in this election.
Bringing peace, unity, and improving Nigeria's economic fortunes is something at the forefront of many Nigerians. Looking at President Buhari's time in office, the 8 years that he made promises to restore peace and, for instance, also deal with Boko Haram, that in itself has in fact been worse over the years. What sort of approach is needed here, and what sort of candidate is needed to tackle challenges such as Boko Haram?
I think we need a leader who has a political will and who has a love for the nation, and not just a love for power and resources and money for himself and his family. Just like you rightly mentioned, we are thinking that Muhammadu Buhari will change the situation of the country. Unfortunately, even though he tried to an extent in terms of the security dealing with Boko Haram, but he performed he performed below expectation. So whoever is coming now, we are expecting the person to deal with the security issue and to deal with other unfortunate economic activity that is going on in Nigeria that relates to crime and all that. So whoever is coming now, we expect that person to deal with those issues in terms of security and other economic activities in Nigeria, of which Buhari have failed woefully and never, in fact, it became worse now than when he took over office.
And the front runners in Nigeria's presidential candidates hit the campaign trail on Saturday, going out, delivering their talks, hoping to woo voters. What do you make of those who are putting their hands up and saying that they're up for the challenge?
Anyway, I think let me also make this clear that I'm the president of Nigerian Union South Africa, and my statement here tonight, or my comment, is not the voice of the union in general, but my opinion as an individual. This is because we have people who are, belongs to different parties in the union. So I wouldn't want a situation whereby it will look as if my voice is representing the voice of the union in general. But on the contrary, my voice is representing what I feel is the best for Nigeria as a country in general.
Yeah.
And having said that, we have three major contenders, like you said, from the PDP ruling party, which is Atiku Abubakar, APC, the APC, which is the ruling party, which is Muhammadu Tinubu, and then the LP, which is Mr. Peter Obi. When you look at these three contenders, beginning with the ruling party, which is Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Tinubu has been, in the corridor of power for a very long time. For a very long time. In fact, he's like a political godfather. Most of the people that rule Nigeria, even the current, the sitting president, which is Muhammadu Buhari, played a major role in making sure that he is the president. And during his campaign, he is saying that he is coming to take over from where the sitting president left off. And we are not happy with that, because there is nothing to write home about what the current government. There is nothing to write home about. So they've performed abysmally, and we don't want that again. And on the side of the PDP, the opposition party, the official opposition party, the contender, who is Atiku Abubakar, was once a vice president during the regime of Obasanjo. He was the vice president. And during that period, we can go through and we can, refer back to what he contributed in the economy during that period. And also, it's not something that we want to experience again. So the only person, according to from my own point of view, that we can, I would encourage people to back and vote right now is the one from the LP. This is because he has been a governor of one of the states in Nigeria, and what he did in that state is something that we would like him to do in the country in general. When he came as a governor in that state, there were so many things that were wrong, but when he left it with so many investment and left them with a lot of money, and there was never a time in any place, in any document, where we can say that he's corrupt or he's being accused of anything. So I think that the one from the LP is somebody that we can give a chance to turn that country around.
Very well. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us and weighing in there. Nigerian Union South Africa President Collins Mgbo speaking ahead of Saturday's presidential and parliamentary elections in Nigeria.